Good afternoon, y'all. Today I am making meatloaf. You're going to need a can of tomato sauce, breadcrumbs, or crackers. Usually I do use crackers. I kind of crumble them up, but I didn't have any, so I'm doing with breadcrumbs. I'm going to use some chopped onions. We're going to put salt, pepper, crazy mixed up salt, and a couple of eggs in here. I'm going to make some homemade mashed potatoes and green beans from our garden to go along with it. So let me get this all put in here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my 2 eggs in here. I've got, if I had to guess, I'd say probably about a half a small onion. I've got my breadcrumbs in here. I put my salt and pepper and my crazy mixed up salts in there. The last step is I'm just going to pour my tomato sauce over it. Oop, and it's kind of coming off the sides here. Now, with meatloaf, I haven't really found a better way than to mix this up with my hands. So if you know a better way, or if you like to put yours in a bowl and mix it all up and put it back in there. But I'm just cooking this for my family. So, I'm not taking this to anybody's house or anything like that. So I'm going to just mix this up with my hands, turn it into a loaf, and then I will show you how it's going to look. Okay, so I've got my meat loaf in the loaf pan. Some people just use half of the can of tomato sauce and then half on the top. I like to use a whole can in it and a whole can on top. I just like more of a tomatoey meatloaf. I know some people do this with brown gravy, and that's fine. I'm just not a big fan of it. I would just rather the tomato. I'm not big on putting ketchup on the top because ketchup is really, really sweet, where tomato sauce just kind of like cooks, but it leaves that good, nice tomatoey on the top. I got my green beans in here. This is fresh green beans from my garden last year. I've got 4 tablespoons or half a stick of butter. I've got bacon. I've got onion and salt, pepper, and crazy mixed up salts. And then I've got my potatoes. I've got them diced. I got just this in water with salt and pepper and butter. This, I know some people do this with like chicken broth or one of those, and that's fine. I don't have any, number 1. And number 2, this is just kind of the way I've always done it. I'm not going to start the potatoes yet until about 15 minutes before the meatloaf is done. I'm going to put the meatloaf in the oven on 350 for 45 minutes. I'm going to check it, see how it's doing, and it may need to cook a little bit longer. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put my green beans on about medium low, sorry, and just let them cook down because they are fresh, so they're real crispy, and I like mine a little bit softer. If you like yours crispy, of course, you wouldn't cook them as long. Just cook them to the texture you like. All right. Okay, so just got it out of the oven. As you could tell, the tomato sauce gets kind of, crackety on the top. You'll still have a lot of sauce on the side. I like to have that sauce to kind of put over my mashed potatoes. Got my mashed potatoes mashed. I do put about a cup of sour cream in with my milk. I put salt and pepper, milk. The rule of thumb is to do 1 potato per person, depending on the size of the potato. I'm feeding 5 people, so I had 4 large potatoes, not baking size, for a baked potato, but, 4 large potatoes. So I did 4 large potatoes, and I made my green beans. As you can see, they've been simmering, and they've gotten tender. They're still, got a little bit of texture to them. So I'm going to plate this up and hope y'all enjoy. All right, so I've got my plate ready. I'm going to take over to my mom and dad. We've got my meatloaf, my green beans, and my mashed potatoes. Talk to y'all later. Bye.